The rain lashed against the glass walls of the towering skyscraper, streaking the city lights into blurred rivers of gold and gray. Inside the corner office on the top floor, a woman stood motionless before the window, her reflection merging with the storm outside. Elena Rivers, 38, powerful and untouchable, was known across the business world as a woman who never faltered. Her company, Rivers International, dominated markets from New York to Tokyo. But tonight, as thunder rolled across the skyline, her emerald eyes held not pride, but emptiness. The kind that success could never fill. There were whispers about her, that she was cold, heartless, married only to her work. But no one knew that behind that armor of steel was a woman who had lost everything years ago, a daughter she never got to hold, and a love that had vanished with her dreams of family. Before we go deeper into this emotional journey, if you believe in kindness, in second chances, and in the power of love that heals even the deepest wounds, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, Light of Hearts. Your support helps us bring more stories that touch souls and remind us what it means to be human. It all began on an ordinary Thursday, the kind of day that pretends to be normal before turning your world upside down. Elena had just left a tense board meeting when her driver took a wrong turn near the outskirts of the city. The rain was relentless, and the road ahead was barely visible. Suddenly, a small figure appeared at the side of the road, a little girl, no older than 7, drenched, shivering, and clutching something close to her chest. The car screeched to a halt, and before Elena could think, she was stepping into the rain, her expensive heels sinking into the mud. The girl's hair was plastered to her face, her lips trembling, but when she looked up, Elena felt something inside her chest twist. There was a strange, fragile innocence in those wide brown eyes, the kind that mirrored a past Elena had buried long ago. The girl whispered softly, almost as if afraid to breathe, "Please, can you be my mom for just one day?" Elena froze. The words cut through her like glass. For a long moment, the rain, the world, everything else seemed to disappear. "Your mom?" she managed to ask, her voice shaking. The little girl nodded and opened her small hand. In her palm was a silver necklace, a heart-shaped pendant, tarnished and old, engraved with a name. Elena's breath caught in her throat. It was her necklace. The same one she had given away 7 years ago when her life had fallen apart. She staggered back, her heart racing, memories flooding in like a storm, the hospital room, the tears, the helplessness. The baby she never got to raise. The life she was told she had to let go of. Elena took the girl to her car, wrapped her in a blanket, and tried to calm her down. The girl's name was Lily. She had been living at a nearby orphanage but had run away, hoping to find the lady from the picture, a woman her late foster mother had told her about. She said the woman wore a heart-shaped necklace, just like hers. Elena's hands trembled as she listened. It couldn't be. But the pendant, the timing, the name. Every piece was pointing toward an impossible truth. Could this child, this small, fragile soul, truly be the daughter she lost? That night, Elena didn't send Lily back. She took her home. The little girl fell asleep on her couch, clutching the necklace tightly, while Elena sat beside her, watching the gentle rise and fall of her chest. For the first time in years, her home didn't feel so empty. It was as if warmth had found its way back through the cracks in her heart. The following days unfolded like a dream Elena was afraid to wake from. Lily followed her everywhere, asking innocent questions about her life, her favorite color, her favorite food. She drew pictures of the two of them together, stick figures holding hands, smiling under the sun. Elena found herself laughing again, feeling emotions she thought she had buried forever. But deep inside, fear lingered. She knew she had to find out the truth. Elena secretly arranged for a DNA test, torn between hope and dread. As she waited for the results, she spent every moment she could with Lily, visiting the park, baking cookies, even tucking her into bed. The girl's laughter filled the halls that had long echoed only with silence and regret. But every smile also brought pain. Because if fate was cruel, this would all be ripped away. When the envelope finally arrived, Elena couldn't bring herself to open it. It sat on her desk like a ticking bomb, while Lily played in the garden outside. Finally, one night, she did. Her hands shook as she unfolded the paper, and then, tears spilled down her cheeks. The result confirmed it. Lily was her biological daughter. The child she thought had died at birth. Elena fell to her knees, sobbing into her hands. Life had given her a second chance, the one thing she thought she'd never get. But the joy was short-lived. The orphanage had reported Lily missing, and authorities were now searching for her. If they found out that Elena had taken her without permission, they could take Lily away again. For days, Elena lived in terror, hiding the truth while she fought for legal custody. She used every resource, every lawyer she could find, but bureaucracy was cold and slow. Lily didn't understand what was happening, she only sensed the fear in Elena's eyes. One night, when the police arrived at her mansion's gate, Lily cried and clung to her. "Please, don't let them take me. You said you'd be my mom for one day. Can't you be my mom forever?" Those words shattered whatever strength Elena had left. She knelt and held Lily tight, whispering promises through tears. She swore she'd fight for her, no matter what it took. After weeks of legal battles, emotional breakdowns, and public scrutiny, the truth came to light. The hospital records had been falsified years ago by a corrupt staff member involved in illegal adoptions. Elena's child had survived but had been given away under a false identity. The revelation broke headlines nationwide. When the court finally declared Elena the rightful mother, she didn't celebrate with champagne or speeches. Instead, she went straight to the orphanage, knelt beside Lily, and opened her arms. The little girl ran to her with tears streaming down her face. For the first time, Elena felt whole. Not as a CEO, not as a woman of power, but as a mother. From that day, her company's mission changed. She began funding programs for orphan children, building schools and shelters under Lily's name. Her heart, once locked away behind glass and gold, now beat for something pure, the love she thought she'd lost forever. And every night, as she tucked Lily into bed, the little girl would touch her necklace and whisper, "You kept your promise, Mommy." If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Light of Hearts. Your engagement helps us spread stories of hope, healing, and the power of second chances. Special request, speech balloon before you go, please comment below, what did this story make you feel? Do you believe love can find its way back, no matter how much time has passed? Because sometimes, all it takes is one small voice asking, "Can you be my mom for just one day?" To change a heart forever.